Hi guys, welcome back to another video and happy Halloween. It's not gonna be Halloween when I upload this, but it is Halloween as I'm filming this. So happy Halloween. Did you go out? Did you dress up as anything? This lipstick is all the dressing up that is gonna happen for me today, but maybe you're going all out, so let me know down below in the comments. But let's jump right into this. This video is going to be super short and sweet, but I have this perfect book movie recommendation that I want to share with you. And I figured if I only mention it in a monthly reading wrap up, not as many people are gonna hear about it. So I'm dedicating this video to the following book recommendation. Now, I suppose you clicked on this video because you, as everybody else out there, loved Knives Out. Now, within the book community here on YouTube, I feel like the book that is mostly mentioned together with Knives Out is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes or something like that. And I don't agree with that kind of recommendation at all. I mean, I will give it to you. Both the movie and the book have this trope of there's this super gross rich family and the head of that family dies, and not the family, but this poor girl outsider inherits it all. Both the book and the movie have this premise, but to me, that is where the similarities end, because then the book kind of develops into this love triangle between our girl that inherits all and two of the grandsons of the family that are both super hot, and she's into both of them and they're both into her, and which one does she like better and such. Whereas the movie is this cool murder mystery. So I personally think that you can't really compare this YA, almost more of a romance novel than anything else, with this ingenious super fun murder mystery movie. But a movie that you can compare with it is this beauty right here, the Inugami Quest by Seishi Yokomizo. I only recently read this and it's the perfect recommendation, trust me on that, because it has the exact same trope. We also have a super rich family, the head of the family dies, and none of the family members inherit the estate, the business, or the money, but she's not a complete outsider, but as in Knives Out, she is family adjacent, but she's not blood related. And so of course all hell breaks loose when she inherits it all. So this has literally the exact same setup. We also have our detective who then starts to investigate, murder stuff happening. Of course, it's a murder mystery. From that alone, you can guess that this is the perfect simile to the Knives Out movie. I enjoyed this immensely. It was a lot of fun. There are a lot of twists and turns. There are a few, let's call it maybe traditionally Japanese elements that play into the storyline that are that were a lot of fun to read about. And yeah, this gave me 100% Knives Out vibes. So that's basically all I have to say today. But as I already got you with me, and as it is Halloween, let's talk a few more things. I want to give you a little update on my fall bingo bucket list. In case you watched my fall favorites video, I posted that at the beginning of the month. Let me give you a little update. Now, I'm happy to report that I basically did all the things on that fall bingo bucket list that I had. As soon as I did something, I colored in the block and wrote down next to it when and how specifically I did that thing. And as you can see, only 4 things are left, 2 of which I'm gonna do today. So let's just go through this really quickly. So I read a classic, Great Expectations by Charles Dickens to be precise. I read a horror novel, The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I drank a hot apple cider. I did many walks through autumnal parks. I went to the theatre, more specifically the Mousetrap in London at the St. Martin's Theatre. I watched Scream Queens, my all-time favorite Halloween fall series. I listened to some spooky podcasts, which actually leads me, in my full favorite video, I recommended to you one of my favorite channels, that is Darling Desi, and you have to check out her latest upload. She mentioned a lot more really good fall recommendations, 4 of which I kind of incorporated into my life of the last couple of days, and they were immaculate suggestions. There was a movie, a series, a podcast, and a recipe. The movie was Wait Until Dark. It's a classic Hollywood mystery starring Audrey Hepburn. It's about these three scoundrels who are after this doll that's filled with heroin, and they suspect it's in the apartment of this lady, played by Audrey Hepburn, and the twist is that she is blind. So they basically think they have an easy time tricking her, but do they? Do they? And it gets really suspenseful in the end. I really enjoyed that. Like, my mom and I, we watched it a couple of days ago. The series that Desi mentioned is a really new release. It's called Only Murders in the Building, starring Selena Gomez, Martin Short, and Steve Martin. I think those are their names. And we started to watch that yesterday. It's on Disney Plus. We watched 4 out of 10 episodes already, and I really, really love it. It's about a murder happening in a New York apartment building, and 3 of the other tenants take it upon themselves to solve that murder and simultaneously produce a true crime podcast while doing that. And so far it's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna continue watching it, possibly finish it tonight. Really looking forward to it. The podcast Desi talked about, and that's why I had to think about it right now, because listening to spooky podcasts was on my full bucket list. So I basically discovered for myself that in terms of like spooky podcasts, I don't really like listening to like actual like true crime podcasts, or like podcasts that are like literally focused on like a spooky subject or something like that. But I prefer like lifestyle podcasts that release special Halloween episodes during like the October months, or like only in that week of Halloween. My recommendations in my full favorites video was also something like that. That's Kaylin's podcast. That's also like usually about lifestyle and such things, but she releases like Halloween fall inspired episodes during October, and that's the same with the recommendation that Desi gave us, and that was the What We Said podcast. And they have to date 5 Halloween episodes, because they've been doing it for 4 years, and this year they actually released 2 of those episodes in which they have their listeners send in their personal like ghost stories, horror stories, spooky things that happen to them, or like murders that happen in their towns, or like whatever. And I really enjoyed listening to that podcast. I have like 1 out of those 5 episodes left, and I'm gonna listen to it later in the evening, I think. And last but not least, there was also something on my bucket list that was like eat a pumpkin cake, and as I couldn't find that anywhere, I followed Desi's 4th suggestion for a recipe. She recommended these pumpkin cream cheese swirl muffins, and I baked them yesterday, and let me tell you, they're delicious. The other things I did, just like guiding you through this some more, I went to a museum, more specifically the Natural History Museum in London. I didn't film a video or anything, but I posted on my Instagram. You can check it out here. I did morning yoga outside. It was really nice. I ate those pumpkin muffins that I did yesterday. I visited a beautiful library and bookshop. More pictures here. Again, head over to my Instagram if you want to see more. I read more than just one murder mystery, of course it's me, but specifically for this I counted the Honjin Murders, which is by the same author such as the Inugami Curse. I had afternoon tea at the Wallace Collection together with my mom. That was super nice. I drank a pumpkin spice latte. Yes, I did. Exactly 1, such as every year. And I did go on a spooky guided walk, not on Halloween. I'm not doing it today, but I did that. It was like at 7:30 p.m. It was already dark by then, and it was a lot of fun. So basically, the only 4 things that I have left right now is drink a Halloween cocktail, watch Little Women, carve pumpkins, and go horseback riding. Now, 2 of those I want to do today. I want to drink a Halloween cocktail now. I will not head out to a bar because I cannot be bothered tonight, let's be honest. But I'm just gonna mix something together with the stuff I have at home. We have this pomegranate syrup, and I think I can make it look spooky and cool maybe using that. We'll see. I'm gonna insert a picture here once I did it tonight, but I basically just want it to taste good, so I'm good with anything. Plus, I'm also gonna do pumpkin carving. I picked up this beautiful little gourd literally like 15 minutes ago, super last minute, because like in general, with like your full bucket list, I think you can of course already start doing those activities in September, and you can continue them into November. But I think like October is like the prime time to do all of that stuff. But like with pumpkin carving, you kind of have to do it in time for Halloween, because the idea is to put those pumpkins out on Halloween, right? But I'm actually not gonna put it out tonight, because we forgot to get some Halloween candy, and putting up a Halloween pumpkin on your front porch, that's kind of like a signal to the public that you're participating in the Halloween spiel, right? So you cannot be surprised when kids come knocking at your door if you have a pumpkin on your front porch. And as we forgot to get some candy, I'm not gonna put this out tonight, but only tomorrow, so no one can come knocking for candy tonight. I'm only protecting the kids because I don't want to disappoint them, you know? I literally have nothing to give them. Sorry. That means that these two should basically be crossed off today. And then we only have left Watch Little Women and Go Horseback Riding. Now, Little Women, we actually have the 2019 adaptation on DVD, so we could watch that anytime. But it's like always when I think about, we could watch it tonight, I always feel like, not tonight. Let's watch something else rather. So I always kind of not feel like watching. So let's see if I do it in like the next couple of weeks or not. And the same goes for the horseback riding. That was like really random thing I put on my list. I have not even seen a horse in like 10-15 years, at least not up close. But I don't know, I just put it out there. I just put it on my list, kind of like, let's see if I actually do it. And I haven't done it so far, but maybe I will still do it in the future. Anyway, that's just my little full bucket list update. I hope you will have an amazing Halloween night tonight. I definitely will. I will be drinking my Halloween cocktail. I will be eating my pumpkin spice cream cheese swirl muffins. I will be finishing Murders in the Building. I will be carving this beauty right here. Should be a perfect night if you ask me. Anyway, we kind of deteriorated on the subject as the video went on, but tying it back up with my book recommendations, if maybe you're watching Knives Out tonight, because it is a good murder mystery Halloween movie, I should think. Plus it stars Jamie Lee Curtis and she's sure fitting on Halloween. So yeah, I can definitely recommend you to pick up the Inugami Curse. If you do so, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!